Hello, Mynt Nation! This is Brandon Carter, Director of Mynt. If you can hear me, please give me a shout out on your little chat box.
I just wanna feel this moment.
There, you can hear me. Allie Mott is in the house. I love seeing that. She's not with me tonight. She's at home chiming in. Good to see you, Callie. Super excited to be here. Beautiful evening. Happy to be home. I was in Minnesota yesterday, connecting with some future Mynt leaders. It was really fun. I hope they're on here, giving them a shout out. I think we're going to have some killer leadership in Minneapolis. Today, I'm excited to cover.
Reporting live.
It's some of the stuff we've already talked about. I'm going to give you a couple little updates, but for a lot of you, this might be your first look ever at Mynt. I want to cover with you why Mynt, what is Mynt, and what can I do about it right now? How can I position myself for success? We've been working on Mynt for over 6 months now, and it's a beautiful thing. I'm really proud of where it's at right now. Very excited about the future. I'm excited to unveil a bunch of things. There's a lot of details that people are asking for, and I promise they're coming. We, on the 5th, so it's been 6 days now, we turned on a pre-enrollment, a chance for you to position yourself to be the first one to take advantage of Mynt, this opportunity. And I don't know the exact numbers, but I was told that over these past 6 days, we've enrolled, over 100 people a day have enrolled to position themselves for success. Super stoked about that. What are they enrolling in? Why do they want to be part of this? What is Mynt? Mynt, first of all, let's just talk about life. Life is hard. I was looking at some stats today. Oh my goodness. This opportunity is definitely geared to the next generation of leaders. A lot of the leaders that we're looking at are just graduating from college or even just getting out of high school, starting a new phase in life, and they're realizing, wow, it's a lot different than maybe they expected. Student debt is ridiculous. They're getting out of school. First of all, they get in school and they have to, I saw a parody video the other day. It was a guy that was trying to become a dentist, and all the classes he had to take before he could be a dentist. And it talked about English 101, English 201, the history of rock and roll, calculus 252, and all these different things, because you never know when, as a dentist, you have a foreign rock star that's needing to ask you about calculus as you fix his teeth. I mean, they just put you through a lot. And then after you get out of school, I've got a sister who went through hair school just barely. 2 years, 2,000 hours worth of cutting hair, and as soon as she got done, she was required to, for the first year, she can no longer cut hair. She has to take a year off of that and sweep for the other ladies. Why? Because it's putting in your time. You know, you have to put in your time before you can actually go out and build your own clientele and turn this into a business. We understand life is hard, and there's a ton of different ways that you can go out and try to create a career, create a living, really to achieve your dreams. But life will beat you up. I was told, my mentor told me a long time ago, when I was 21 actually, really when I got involved in this industry, I was told that by the age of 21, the majority of Americans are dead from the neck up. Why? Because they've just been beat up, and inside their head they've been told they can't do so many things, and what they should do and what they shouldn't do and how they should do things. It's hard. We get that. For our college grads, they're just getting out of school trying to figure out, what do I do next? Because I don't want to be like my buddy, the overqualified, underpaid burger flipper in town. There's got to be a better way. And that's what Mynt is all about. We believe that there's a better way. This is sort of I love this. How do I make money? Tons of different ways that I can go out there and make a living. The 40-40-40 plan, you probably heard that one. Work for 40 years, 40 hours a week to retire on 40% of my pay. And you know what? That worked for my grandpa. I was talking to somebody recently, that almost doesn't even work these days, because after 5 layoffs, you got to switch around your career 4 or 5 different times. Your 401k goes down the toilet. Then Social Security doesn't kick in like we were promised. What do? I mean, that's a tough plan, but it's doable. The get rich quick schemes, threw this one in there sort of as a joke, but I've heard of this one. I mean, work really hard for 3 weeks, go to jail for 20 years. But if you somehow were able to hide that money in strategic places, maybe you could live the next couple of years after you get out. That's a harder plan. Possible princely power. And again, I've never heard of this one working, but I understand there's the Prince of Nigeria is looking to confer his millions upon somebody if they just want to send him $5,000 in cash so that he can come to America so that he can give you all his money. He's looking for that. Marry a rich guy or gal. The quote that's in our family is you can marry more in 10 minutes than you can make in a lifetime. So you can consider that one. That one I've heard of working. Love this picture. This guy wins $181 million in the lottery on Wednesday and then finds the love of his life just 2 days later. Talk about luck. You can get lucky. You can win the lottery. This is my good buddy Jerry. It worked for him. There's different ways to make money, but like I said, here at Mint, we believe there's a better way. What is Mynt? Mynt is a fresh startup backed by a company that's done billions in sales, a community focused on fitness, helping others make money, having fun, and giving back. Mynt is living your life on purpose. It was a great opportunity for me to go to Minnesota just barely and sit down with a couple of the Gen Y kids. I'll say they were in their younger 20s, and really just how they look at life. Because this generation thinks so different. It is near impossible for them to say, you know what, I want to be tied to a 9 to 5. I understand the climbing the ladder, the corporate ladder, and moving up in the chain, and they just do not see that as really what they can do. They're all about work. I mean, you should have heard these guys. They'll hustle anything they can do to make a buck. They're willing to do it. They just don't want to be told when to do it or how to do it. And so that's what Mynt is. Mynt is a way that you can really transform the way that you take care of yourself financially, the way you live life, the way you interact inside of a community, the way you help others do service in their local communities. I love everything about Mynt, and I love this quote, Margaret Mead. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed people can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. I believe that, and I announced at the beginning, geez, it's been 6 days. We already have over 600 people that have said yes to this, to Mynt. They don't even have 100% of the details, but they know where the foundation, where we're at, where we're coming from, that this is the right place for them. So it says, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed people can change the world. We'll never doubt that starting off with a large group of thoughtful, committed people, we definitely are going to make a difference. Mynt Opportunity has 4 areas of focus. Mynt Fit, this is a fitness movement. I'll talk to you a little bit more about the products and how they came to be. Mynt Life, which is all about Mynt lifestyle. Really, this is the money. This is you creating a financial future for yourself and living your purpose, your passion. Mynt Mind, it's about becoming better. Personal development, becoming a better person. Mynt Moments is about humanitarian giving back, making a difference. Mynt Fit. People are getting anxious to know about these products, and I love seeing that. They're just chomping at the bit. I want to know what we're coming out with. They know that it's incredible. Why? Because we've announced a little bit about the trial we've got going on. They know it's customizable nutrition. Especially for the generation, the group that we're going after, they know that one size doesn't fit all. That I need to customize it to reach my fitness goals. And so we have a weight loss route, we have a weight gain or a muscle build to look like the guys on the fitness magazine covers, or we've got the just sustain or maintain your health. The Mynt, the trial for the losing weight side of things has been going on for a while. We have announced and shared some of the stats on that. I know a bunch of people that are participating in this. It's crazy. I mean, that I can start a business for myself using a company like Mynt to produce the products, I can then take those products, get someone set up on a path to lose 5 pounds, on average 5 pounds a week for the first 3 weeks. That's 15 pounds in 3 weeks. That's our trial. That's where they're at right now in our trial. That is crazy. I want to be part of an opportunity like that. But the only other parts of the products, they're going to be, stay excited. We're going to be releasing the details on those soon. But I do want you to know this, that this is an opportunity for you to really step into a business where you're going to be able to acquire a lot of customers. That was the focus in mind. When we said we need some products, fitness products was no doubt. Why? Because people can get passionate about fitness. But when we were looking at the products, we said we need a product that if I walked into a GNC, I could see it on the shelf and say that's the one that I could buy it right off the shelf because the packaging and the branding looks amazing, but two, it's the right product at the right price. They've delivered on that. I'm stoked about the price points. We have an array of different products that are going to be from $15 to $60. Killer. That's for a month's supply of these different supplements that we have. But the best part about it and what you need to know is as you start your business, you're not just setting somebody up with a product, because you're also plugging them into a system. And when I say a system, we partner with Mark McDonald. He's the CNN fitness celebrity. Go Google his name right now. Mark put together an 8-week program for guys just like me, because no joke, you could hand me some products. I got a good buddy. He gave me some killer protein products about 6 months ago. It's going to make my arms really big. And I still haven't even started with them. Why? I don't even know how to use them. I don't know what the game plan is. He's written out day by day, 8 weeks, how you should take advantage of them. That's what our trial group's going through right now. They know what to do with the products. You need to hook somebody up with that. But on top of that, we also have, you're going to be able to plug them into our community, which is really an accountability group. And if you look at the stats, we got some stats to prove this. The number one thing that's going to help people reach their fitness or their health goals isn't necessarily the products. It's not necessarily the system. It's putting together an accountability team, their battle buddy, their partners that aren't going to let them miss a day, or they're not going to let them cheat and eat the extra food. We're plugging them into an accountability group, so you know that basically you have a chance to start your own GNC from your house and really plug them into more than just the products. Stoked about the fitness line. We hear a lot about Mynt as the ground floor opportunity. I'm here to dispel that myth. Mynt is not a ground floor opportunity, it's an underground opportunity. Why? Because ground floor means you can start at the beginning. We haven't even started yet. I'm going to go through the dates, but just know launch isn't until April 19th. Products will not be shipped until April 19th. So this is a chance to, this picture, really what it's trying to show here is if we were Apple and we were announcing that, hey, we're coming out with a new iPhone, we're letting you know on this webinar right here today that this is your chance to go get in line, pitch your tent so you can be the first one to get started with the new products. Well, that's what, like I said, we only announced this a week ago, and we have over 100 people enrolling every single day in this. This is a good time for you to position, because this is a team building system. This is a team building. The compensation, the way you get paid is all about team. So you want to get started right now. I'll talk about that a little bit more at the very end. Mynt Life, this is the business side of things. It's really about lifestyle. As I was talking with, I met a good buddy, Devin, yesterday. I think Devin is going to absolutely crush this. And when I was talking with Devin, he loves the idea of fitness. He loves the idea of starting his own business using Mynt to make a few $1,000s on the side. But that's not his main goal. His main goal was never, hey, I want to be the guy that sets up a fitness company from my house and plugs people into these communities. His goal is to start, and I didn't know what this was, an edible, how do you put it? Edible landscape and pool business. And I said, edible, you can eat the grass? And he said, no, it's about setting something up, the fruit trees and the different plants where it's it's making your yard look really good, but also you can live off of it. Wow, I love that he's 26 years old. He's already got this dream, but he needs a way to finance it. So when he looks at Mynt, he looks at Mynt as the way to finance his goals in life. I love that. They added these 3 words here: passion, purpose, and profit, and it says choose one of 3. Why? Because that's sort of what life gives you. Do I make a decision? Am I going to go after my passion, really what makes me tick? Is that what I'm going to pursue in life? Or am I going to pursue my purpose? Do some soul searching, figure out how I can make a difference in the world, or help my community and people around me? Or do I focus on the dollar and chase the profit? Well, again, sort of like what I talked about with Devin, I want you to look at Mynt as a way to bring all of those things together. Use Mynt as a stepping stone to reach whatever goals you want. And your goal, I mean, $400, $500 a month, maybe that's your goal. And you know what? That is huge. If you personally can set up an extra $500 a month, or you can help somebody else take advantage of this opportunity and set up $500+ a month. I did real estate for a number of years and made a living off of foreclosures. I bought a lot for myself. I helped other investors buy foreclosures. Why? They were a really good deal. But you know what? I realized I was making a living off of somebody else's misfortune. And it was when Bank of America came out with a stat that 85% of foreclosures could have been prevented with an extra $500 a month coming in. Holy cow, it just shifted my whole mindset. That what if instead of making a living off of other people's misfortune, I could help someone make an extra $500, and they could keep their house, and they could keep their kids in the schools, and stay right where they're supposed to be. I love that I can help somebody set that up. But someone else might have a bigger dream. And I love that I have a vehicle for someone that wants to make not just $5,000 a month, but $5,000 a week. We have the vehicle for that. I love that I can offer that. A lot of how our compensation plan is set up is really with this demographic. You got to realize it's sort of a tricky group to go after. Why? This is the ADD generation. It's hard to focus on anything, and it's hard to really think about the future. I've seen articles written up on our generation. They call us the microwave generation. Why? Because if I can't get food in 30 seconds, I can't heat it up in 30 seconds, I don't want it. It's not fast enough. And so we designed a compensation plan that helps people put cash in their pockets really fast. And I love that. But I also love that as they're focusing on getting cash right now, to make a living, to take care of their family, to keep their house payment or pay their rent or take a girl on a date, whatever they're focusing on right now, by building that and by helping their teams do the same, they can slowly build into residual income. And really, that's what it's all about. I mean, the idea of I can work really hard today and get paid for those efforts over and over and over again, that just makes sense to me. I mean, that's why I got into real estate. I can buy a property, stick a renter in there, and every single month I know I'm going to get $500 a month positive cash flow, right? And for me to get $500 positive cash flow, I got to drop $150,000 on a property. Well, this is an opportunity that you can get in for under $1,000 and create a much bigger than $500 a month cash flow. The money up front is awesome. We talk about when you get so just business in general. I'm going to tell you, my first company I ever started, I was 21 years old. I started a pest control company. And this is how I started it. It was actually the day I got home for my honeymoon. Got home, we hit the doors that very next day. The first thing I did was I went out and I recruited 10 guys who would go and sell with me. 10 guys that wanted to knock doors, 10 guys that wanted to make money. And then after that, after I put my team together, I went out there and we hit the doors and we got our customers and we built our clientele. From there, I had some of my better reps say, you know what, I want to go do the same thing. And they went out and they built their own teams. They got 4 or 5 guys to knock and they were able to get an override. Well, when you start a business, you want to get your core leadership in at the very beginning. We were talking the other day about WhatsApp. WhatsApp is one in the news right now. It's the guy that tried to get a job with Facebook, got shut down. He tried to get a job with Twitter, got shut down. And so he said, you know what, I'm just going to go do it on my own. Go start my own business. So he gets his core leadership group in, and they catch the vision, they run with it, and they just sold for I've heard two numbers, 16 billion or 19 billion. You know what? When you're talking about that many billions, it doesn't matter. That's a lot of billions. And so I love that story for two reasons. Number one is, hey, sometimes rejection's not that bad. But number two, that's the right way to start a business. So right now, again, we're in the underground opportunity space. You can't go out there and get your customers and clients. Why? There's no product. You can't sell it yet. So what I'm telling you right now, you want to go out there and get your core four. And I call it, so Bennett from Minnesota, he coined that term, core four. And I promised him I'd give him credit one time, and from here on out, I'm going to take credit for it. Get your core four. That's what, the reason we want you to start with your four, these are the four guys that are going to run with you, just like I got my core 10 back in the day when I started my business. What was that? Or girls. Katie's here. Katie, or girls, so guys or girls. Hey, you know what? Here's the truth. Girls are better at this industry. If you want to really rock and roll, get some girls on your team. For one, they know how to work. For two, people just trust them and they'll follow them more. And for, I saw a stat the other day, 85% of female millionaires, those that were self-made millionaires, did it inside of this industry. This is a great opportunity for them to be part of this. So girls or gals inside your core four, we looked at the numbers. We didn't just throw that number out there, just so you know. We looked at the numbers, and those that in the past were the most successful, went on to achieve really what I call walk-away income or full-time income. I'm talking $30,000 to $50,000 a year. They started off by getting their core four in their first 4 weeks. So we call it our 4x4 incentive. By getting your team set up in the first 4 weeks, starting fast, creating some momentum. Not only are you going to make your money back, but you're going to make an extra few $100s by helping them go do the same thing, helping them get their core four. Now you've made a couple $1,000s in your very first month, but you've also qualified to earn this. You can see there's a picture of a Jeep there. We got a Jeep car program that, hey, Jeep. I was with Kevin yesterday. Shout out to Kevin. He just enrolled a guy that has a net worth of $250 million. And he enrolled a Jeep. And it's like, what that guy can go buy Jeep. He can almost buy Jeep. He has that much money. The company, not a Jeep, the company Jeep. And why does he want a free Jeep? Because Jeeps are cool. I don't care if you're broke or if you have $250 million, you want a Jeep and you want it for free, so let me pay for it. I just taught you the way to do it. Get your core four, help them do the same thing. That's what you should be focusing on until we actually launch this thing. Mynt Mind, getting back to the four focuses. Mynt Mind is, I love this industry because you become a better person. I talked at the very beginning, there's got to be a better way. And I was talking about my sister who, she graduates from school, she gets a lot of really good knowledge, and then she can't even use the knowledge. There's got to be a better way, a way that I can actually make money as I'm acquiring the knowledge at the same time. And we're in the information era. You can learn from just about anywhere. You can get the books, you can get the CDs, you can get online, you can ask your broke brother-in-law. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to learn. There's a lot of ways to learn bad information. You know, you can get on YouTube and try to do a sales course. It's free, and it's free because you get what you pay for, and you might learn how to be a 1975 used Cadillac car salesman, those kinds of sales tactics, and you don't want to use those. So what we've done is we've compiled the best of the best trainings so that when you get started, I mean, in this industry, a lot of people fail because they have no idea what they're doing. And so we've set it up so you can actually treat this thing like a business. So you know how to set up distribution channels, make this thing into a for now, just a United States or North America business. Until we expand to internationally, you can have a global business. We will teach you exactly how you should do it so that you find success. That's one of the reasons I love this industry. Is as good as you do is as good as we do as a company. And as good as we do and helping you out is as good as, so this is really a team effort. We want you to be successful. We've compiled these trainings. I'm excited to announce and really share with you what they are on April 19th. Again, for now, I know there's not a lot of trainings out there. For now, there's one thing you need to do. You got to get your core four, and get them on the webinar. We're doing another webinar next week. And next week, we're going to be announcing we also got some training webinars coming up. You can start plugging into those and getting a little more details on what's coming. Like this slide shows, we got business skills, marketing skills, entrepreneurial skills, a lot of amazing things for you to learn. Mint moments. And you know what? I really wanted to start by talking about this one. Inside of this industry, and I don't care what you call it, network marketing, relationship marketing, word-of-mouth marketing. Word-of-mouth marketing is proven as by far the most effective marketing, especially with this generation. I mean, we're so sick of people just push so much crap on us. I don't care where you're at. You're driving down the road, you get on the radio, on Facebook, you just get so much junk, right? Really what works is when people try something, they like it, and they talk about it. And I don't care if you're inside of network marketing or outside of network marketing, that's the best way to do it. And so when this very first started, when we said, you know what, we're going to do something different. We're going to do relationship marketing the right way. And before we talked about products, before we talked about compensation plan, we talked about the difference we wanted to make. This is really the heart and where it started. It was holy cow. We've seen some of these companies absolutely explode, and they've helped people make a ton of money. They've introduced products, and you know what? Some of them didn't even have good products, but they just blew up. What if we could create an absolute movement? I mean, just bring tons of people together that wanted to make a difference, that really wanted to, like I brought up before, the kind of people we're attracting. They want to transform the way they and their communities interact, do service right in their backyard, make a difference to their neighbor. What if we started a company like that and we were able to utilize word of mouth and blow this thing up? And you know what? I love it. Can I tell you, the best way to start your day is when you wake up. I know you get on Facebook. I already know you get on Facebook, you get on Instagram. What you should do is, instead of just scrolling through, because you get a lot of the Debbie Downers talking about they're not doing very good, they're getting over a hangover. I mean, just, you don't read all that. Go search the hashtag Mint Moments and scroll through that. It is amazing. We just announced this a couple weeks ago. Had people start just doing good in their community, making videos of it, taking pictures of it, and then hashtagging it as Mint Moments. And it is so fun to go see what they're doing. That's how you should start your day. Because then you can't help it, but as you're going through the day, you just want to do one of those. You want to have a Mint moment yourself and make a difference. I want to, you need to hop on Facebook. I'm going to show you the next slide. Everyone pull out your phones right now, text invite to 91011. And that's going to connect you with our Facebook. We're going to announce the winners of the last week challenge and announce our new challenge on our website. Every week we got a few $100 challenge out there just to do good. It feels good to get paid a couple $100 just for doing what you should be doing anyway. But I got to share one Mint moment, my favorite one of the week. And it happened outside of Mint. It's oh, I love it. So just so you know, my buddy set this up as a joke. Every time someone texts invite to 91011, I get hit up on my phone. So my phone just lights up every time. I love that people are listening and doing it. This is my favorite Mint moment. My Uncle Tony, he's been in the military his entire life. And he's a Green Beret. And he had multiple tours over in the Philippines, over in Iraq and Afghanistan, and did a lot of good and made a difference. And talking to my wife the other day, she said, "I'm sure glad you're not in the Army." And I said, "Well, I'm sure glad I got people like my Uncle Tony." And my Uncle Tony, because of one of his tours in the Philippines, got a virus that then led to esophageal cancer. And we found this out last week. And we found out 2 days ago that he's at a stage 3. And if you're at a stage 1, they say maybe 5 years. At a stage 3, his esophagus is so cancerous that you can't even remove it, because you would have to remove the entire esophagus. And so he lives up in Alaska. His wife, my Aunt Rochelle, is an amazing person. And she's a school teacher. they flew down to Oregon to meet with a specialist. And we just found out 2 days ago that every single school teacher at her school got together and they pooled all their paid time off days and gave them to my Aunt Rochelle so that she could not have to think about coming back to work, and she could focus on taking care of her husband and her family at this moment. And wow, that is a Mynt moment. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. It's just going out of your way to help somebody else. And maybe somebody put up the quote the other day, maybe it's helped somebody in a way that they'll never be able to help themselves. And sometimes they're just little. Sometimes it's just smiling and waving and jumping out of your car and pushing a car that ran out of gas. I don't care what it is. Go out and have a Mynt moment. We're going to be announcing again on Facebook. I want you to connect with Facebook, because we're going to be announcing the winners tomorrow, and we're also going to be announcing our next challenge on our Facebook group. So what do I do now? You can enroll right now. Go to our website, movement.com. That's MOVEMYNT. Movement.com. We've created a movement. I want to quote Mauricio as I'm ending this this webinar. Mauricio, he's our CEO, our fearless leader, and one that I told my wife this. I don't care where he goes. I'm following that man. This is the guy that's going to take this thing in multi-billions. The other day in a meeting, he said, someone asked him, "What is Mynt?" And he said, "You know what? Around the office, I've heard a lot of people say Mynt is the next wave." And he said, "That's cattle feces." And cattle feces to him, that's the politically correct way of saying that's bullcrap. He said, "Waves crash. We've created a movement." That is what Mynt is. It's a movement of like-minded people that want to get together and really make a difference. It's a fitness community focused on a charity-driven fitness community. And a way to make a lot of money. Katie's reminding me. Anyway, get in, go to movement.com. That's our website. You can get enrolled right now. That's your chance to really get in line for, like I talked about, get in line for the iPhone before it even comes out. Set your goals. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for the leadership of this company. And when I say leadership, I'm going to put a lot of weight and responsibility on you when this thing goes. I'm going to be sending you to different locations to get up on stage, to do the trainings, to really show off what this opportunity really is. I want you to set your goal to earn that Jeep the day we launch, April 19th. And how you do that? You get your all-stars. When I say all-stars, that's your core four. Go and find, this is not about sponsoring the masses. The masses will come. I promise you the masses will come. Go get your all-stars. Go find, and how do you talk to them? Let me tell you what you don't do. Don't try to talk all about the products. Why? You don't know about the products. Don't go try to talk all about the compensation plan. You don't even know the compensation plan. Get them on here and let them know that you, as their leader, are going to help them go get there for. They're going to. This is going to be a vehicle for them to reach their financial goals by getting started with your core four, building your team out to helping them get their core four as well. That qualifies you for the Jeep, and in my opinion, it's those that earn the Jeep on April 19th. That's going to be our leadership. Participate in Mynt moments. I want you to go out there and make a difference, do good. The truth is, the entire strategy that we have is a pull marketing strategy, not a push. So you're going to see on Facebook, you're not going to see a lot of people pushing opportunity or pushing product. Why? Because we've told you not to do it. We don't want you to go and spam your Facebook. What we want you to do is show, hey, I'm part of a fitness community. I'm part of a community that's making a difference, that's doing good, and that's making a lot of money. So that people come to you and say, hey, you know what? Tell me, I want to know what you're doing. And I promise you it happens because people are already calling me. And you can get on my Facebook, my Instagram. I've never once said, hey, there's this new thing out there. People will come to you. Last but not least, invite people to the next webinar. That's where you should your goal should be get your core four to the next webinar. If you want to be Jeep qualified, that's where you ought to be. Rollout plan, as you already know, March 5th, our pre-launch began. You can go to our FAQ. There's our URL for that. From here on out, every single Tuesday, 6 p.m., we got our webinars on here. What we don't have is at 7 p.m., this is Mountain Time, we have our first ever Spanish Mynt webinar. So if you know somebody that wants to listen to this in Spanish, we have the fabulous Alex Ochart that's going to be presenting that here in about 30 minutes. So have them log in right at the same exact spot. Go to movement.com/webinar. They can get set and hear about this. He's going to do an amazing job. His slideshow is going to kick my slideshow's butt. So get excited about that. March 29th, that's when you can actually pre-sales begin and build for that date. That's going to be exciting. That's when people can actually order, get their business started. But products will actually ship out on the 19th. That's when commissions are going to start going through. That we will have one of the. I cannot tell you how excited I am about the virtual launch. This is something no one else has ever even attempted to do. No one's tried to do it. It's going to be an absolute party wherever you're at in the nation. We're going to start by actually breaking multiple world records, focusing on the charity world records. You're going to want to be a part of that. We're going to have the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown. Hit the red button. Products will go live. People will be able to order, and we're going to have a lot of people break rank and earn those Jeeps that day. Get excited for that. That's what you should be building for right now. It's beginning. It's begun. Last thing the way I want to close is just this. Your goal right now, I hope somehow you're catching the vision a little bit. Mynt is partnered with one of the largest network marketing companies in the world right now. They've done things that nobody else has ever done. I would never allow my friends to get started in a startup. That's why this is not a ground floor opportunity, it's an underground opportunity, right? It's just not worth the risk. But if I can be part of I am doing my best right now to somehow get across to you the size of this opportunity. This is a chance for you to step in front of the Monavie did $1 billion in sales in the first 2 years. They created, I need to get my numbers down right, but 180 something millionaires since they've been started, and they're starting something brand new, built upon the solid foundation that they already have. We've got the right corporate team, we got the right compensation plan, but then everything else, products, the meeting structures, the incentive trips, everything else catered to this generation. This is your chance to step in front of something like that. It's like having the crystal ball. You know, whenever you're involved in a startup, I hope this is the next big thing. Trust me, this is one of those things that's going to absolutely blow up. And if you're on this thing, there's 600 people that know about it right now. So yeah, this is a way for you to. I mean, I don't know about you where you're at right now. If when we got started, we talked about life and the hard parts in life, and you're trying to figure out what's next for me. I don't know what your problems are. I don't even know what your dreams are. But I believe that Mynt can be the way for you to accomplish this. As you're looking for your core four, your founding leadership, I promise. When these the WhatsApp guys got together, they did not call the people. You know the girls, I've never really got this, but the girls that are all about the project guy and they date guys because, oh, I feel bad for him, I want to make him a better person. Don't be that guy when you start a business. Don't call your broke brother-in-law that's got a negative attitude because you think, hey, you know what? This company's all about positive attitudes and making money so I can help him. No, call the successful people. Surround yourself with people that already think like this, that are striving for something bigger and better. So when I'm talking core four, I want you to sponsor people or talk to people that are better than you. How about that? Really get people. I mean, the classic phrase that we've been using is get people cruise worthy. Because trust me, we're going to be going on a lot of cruises together. You want someone that you're going to have fun with. So as you're looking for your core four, go out and this is a chance for you to position. And listen, as you're going to some influencers, some really good people, they understand what a ground floor, an underground floor opportunity is. So they want to see this. Get them in front of this. Get them on the next webinar. I'm super stoked to work with you. Looking forward to the upcoming dates. Get on the next webinar. April 19th is going to be a good day. Hope you have a fantastic night. We will be connecting soon. Thank you very much.
What it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up, first shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, y'all can't copy yet. Bad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music, I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town.